Hello, it's me. It's me, Reza Gaming, and we have gotten an absolutely fantastic shot of Whiskers today. That's amazing. And we even caught her yawning on camera. Can you believe it? I think we're going to have to replace the YouTube outro footage. That's way better. Hope you're doing well, Ramdevu. Hope you're doing well, Evo. Oh, look, we got the Hillstream Loach is getting jealous. It's covering up the camera. Oh, that's no good. Ridiculous. Hope you're all doing well today. We're back for some more Oxygen Not Included. We're gonna be doing some Dartles and Rhexes today, and I know I've said that a lot, but I think we're actually gonna do it today because we've done everything else that we want to do. I think I need to have a little bit of a think about other things to do in this save, but it might actually end up being that we go back to Sour Gas or Bust in January, because looking at jet suits, I'm gonna do that probably in the main Sour Gas or Bust game, I think. I think that's where we're going to get the most use out of them. We will also need to print some Bionic Dupes to get access to regular dupes again, I think. So maybe I'll make a Bionic Dupes headquarter today. That seems like a decent option. Right, sorry about that. Okay, let's have a look. Let's go back to the game. So, the thing that we just set up, we've just set up a steam room where we're dumping all of our heat into it via this thermal aqua tuner. And we are dumping the hot steam into saunas, A, so the duplicants can get their sweat on, and B, so that the heat is deleted from the sauna, from the steam, because the water always comes out of the sauna at 80 degrees C, no matter what. So let's go delete the heat. Yes, you can use steam turbines for this, but I wanted to build a sauna. We have lots of duplicants anyways, so why not?
Killer fish.
Hello, Uglabis.
Killer fish from San Diego.
Hope you're doing well.
I don't know what I am, but I taste really good. I'm a killer fish. Hello. I'll be your killer fish for the evening. Thank you.
Thank you. We got Steve up here as well doing a whole load of nothing. We didn't bring any plastic with us. But he is actually collecting all of the iridium and gold that's randomly here. So we can send it back and do some stuff. Is there a temp max for the input steam? The only maximum that is relevant, in my opinion, is the overheat temperature at the pump and the aqua tuner. But mostly the pump, because it's 50 degrees lower. But because we have access to iridium, this will overheat at 575 degrees C. I need to leave a comment on the YouTube video explaining that you could do this and that you could get way more heat deletion out of this than you otherwise would. But yeah, that's going to be great. They're very relaxed. As are we. I'm going to have... I got some reduced Blue Bolt juice today from Innocence, so we're going to drink that. Ugh. Probably shouldn't be having too much fruit juice today, but... it was reduced. Don't want it going to waste. Also, I'm thirsty. But yeah, look, there's the water. 80 degrees C. We've got igneous rock insulated pipe and all of this. If we have a look at the steam, I think the steam is leaching a tiny little bit of heat out if it gets caught in these pipes. But frankly, the duplicates are using the saunas frequently enough. I don't think the steam is backing up very much. We have a lot of duplicates on a lot of different schedules. Right, here's a thought. If we're going to put Bionic Dupes in... okay, you know what? We're not using this bit anymore. Let's just shove the Bionic Dupes here. Do I want them to defragment? I could get them to defragment, maybe. I don't know. How much does the steam thermocouple to the sauna itself? Oh, what? You mean like transferring heat to the sauna? Well, the sauna itself only produces 500 DTUs of heat, and that's only when it's in use. There's no other heat generation actively from the sauna. It's pretty wild. I've had to put in a loop for the steam every time I've used them. Yeah, we might have to do that. We might have to do that. But maybe demand is going to be high enough that we don't need to. They eventually have a crack. Yeah. I think it might be worthwhile us actually making some ceramic. Let's go down here. How much clay do we have? We have 0 clay. Okay. Well, that's not good. Do we have any polluted oxygen anywhere? No, not really. We have a load of carbon dioxide over here. Well, it's not a load. Perhaps what we need to do is we need to actually sweep up the water over here. Is this just polluted water getting dumped in here? It should be. Do I actually care about this enough? I don't think I do. We'll see. We'll see if it works. Right, skill point. Ren can have building. Ren does not really care for skill points anymore because Ren is a permanent sleeper, but that's fine. Turtle can have building. Steve, you can have... Well, I mean, I should really give you rocketry, shouldn't I, if you're the rocket pilot. In fact, actually, I'm going to give you the pilot helmet so I remember to bring you on future runs. I think that makes sense. Right, yeah, let's think about where we're going to put these bionic duplicates, because we don't need to worry about any of this anymore. The only thing is, we do need to make sure that this is a one-way door for the bathrooms. Yeah. Let's do that. So, copy that setting across all of these. And then people can just run into the bathrooms this way. I think what I might do as well is I might replace these with metal tiles. We did just get a load of gold. Do I want to use the gold for anything else? Probably not. I don't know. There's going to be a fair bit more where that came from. Let's use it for the floors. Yeah, make you one way too. Put you here. We'll rip this up, and then I'll just put all the bionic duplicate related stuff down here. Let's drywall it as well. Because I just want to get the number of dupes increasing again. We have too much oxygen production, and we have too much food production. So, which wallpaper should I use for this? Something bionic themed, right? Maybe the arcade theme? Seems fine. Bionic dupes will help with the food. No, but the thing is, the printing pod is only offering us bionic dupes because we have one dupe of every name already in the colony. So the only other way for us to get more organic dupes is if you guys name the dupes. I think that's actually the situation we're in. I think we only have duplicates of the ones that we have named. That's just a theory. But if you guys name a dupe and we get offered another dupe, then the theory is confirmed. This could be granite as well, that's fine. Make this airflow tile too. Then remove this. Then we can just go ahead and remove this obsidian as well. It's not hot, is it? No. Okay, let's go ahead and do that. I'll remove this as well. I'm honestly not sure if it works that way or not. I always change my dupes' names to their role in the colony. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. You know what? Don't remove that one. Yeah, okay. Like Builder Steve. That's a good idea. I need to shuffle this camera over slightly. Little Albert? Okay. Who do you want to name Little Albert? We'll do that quickly. Oh, this ladder doesn't go anywhere. Fun. You know what, actually. Let's remove this for now. Yeah, which dupe do you want to rename? And then I need to think about what we're actually going to have, because we're going to need a gunk extractor. Does it produce germs? Oh god, I forget about this. No strong feelings? Okay, Bert, you're going to be Little Albert. Hey, that works, because they're a bird, and now they're a little Albert. It's good. Let's see if we get another bird. Gospel is always cursed to me and Spencer first 100 cycles, constantly trying to die. Lol. I think what we should do is we should have a liquid reservoir for gunk. Because I'm not 100% sure what we're going to use the gunk for. What are the things we need? We probably need the crafting, the soldering station. I think that would be a good idea. Crafting station we already have elsewhere, but I'm probably actually just going to put it here. Because it's kind of in the random buildings zone at the moment. And then I can just remove it from there. I will need to set this new one to repair masks, though. Where's the tile of interest for this one? Okay, it's here. That's good. So, that means I can put a floor lamp in here. Put a motion sensor up here. Then more wires. These are all intermittent consumers, so I don't think this is going to matter. I'm in the wrong spot, aren't I? It's because I have my other laptop on the desk, too. There we go. That's about right. Does it matter that I'm making this one way in here so that you get to the bathrooms like this? I don't think it matters. Right, let's copy and paste this across. Google is cursed these days. I'm just going to say it. Like, I tried to find something out the other day and... Oh, right. We were playing... Yesterday, we were playing a trivia game. And I don't know why, but we were talking about a Mount Sony that exists. Because we were trying to find the camera manufacturer that was named after a famous Greek mountain. So someone answered Mount Sony, which made me laugh. And then we looked it up and someone Googled it and it said that Mount Sony was a thing. And I was like, what? So then I Googled it as well. And it was actually Mount Sony in the US. But the person got confused because of what Google was showing them. And it's just like, what hope do we all have? Google is intentionally making their search results bad in order to force users to see more ads. Oh my god. Mate, I don't even know. I'm just glad this year is over. Who's scolding? You're scolding. Right. I think we can tell you guys not to go in here anymore. I don't think you should be in here for any reason. This is currently set to above 140 because I believe I just want people to use the sauna. Yeah, so you can see this steam is decreasing in temperature based on when it enters the room. I think we want the temperature to keep rising in here, and then there's more of a buffer, but equally at that point, the steam in here isn't actually going to be that hot. So some of the heat that we're aiming to delete is just getting leaked into the environment. Maybe we should put a loop on this then. Just keep shuffling it all around. How do we do that then? So we want to make sure the loops prioritizes circulating over refilling. And I wanted to do it without actually going through a load of other tiles. That might be kind of hard with this setup now. I'm going to set this to 570. In retrospect, this could probably be a NOT gate. But at least this way we can make it independent. Let's just turn these off for now, have people use the sauna. Then we'll do that. You cycle it back into the steam room with non-insulated pipes in the steam room so it picks back up the heat. Yes, that's true. Okay. So I think what I want to do then... a way of doing it with bridges. I mean, I could just go up here. Okay, here's an idea. Right, here's an idea. Let's not overcomplicate this. I'm going to put some gas bridges in, so the pipe is in as few segments as possible. Let's not overcomplicate this. Proceeds to immediately overcomplicate everything. Yeah, let's do it like that. And then this one goes back in here. And then probably just normal pipe segments made out of, I don't know, like obsidian. And I need to think about where this is even going as well, because this one's got to connect up too. So that one can go here. And then that one can bridge here. That can go there. I just didn't have a lot of wolframite when I built mine. Yeah, you can make regular pipes out of wolframite for this. In fact, we actually do have wolframite, so let's go ahead and do that. And then I'll just send it down here or something. And I've got to shove it here on the loop. So what I might do is put this here, disconnect this, and put a bridge here, make that insulated, and then this radiant pipe can just go like... This doesn't have to be perfect either. And then that's just going to go like this. This one needs to connect on as well, but what I'll do is I'll have it connect on... Oh, right. This one needs to be connected up to the same pipe. Well, maybe it doesn't have to be the same pipe. Maybe you just go here and 50-50. Should be fine, right? What a monstrosity. Let's just build it. Let's just build it and see what happens. Oh, that means we're going to have to open this up again. We're going to scold a load of people again. Sure. Let's keep putting people in the citrus spandex. There you go. We're up to meat on the list. That's good. Yeah, I guess each sauna only fills up with 25 kilograms of steam. So they fill up pretty quickly, I guess. Obviously, we're going to get some pipe breaks while we're building all of this. The gunk, for now, I think is just going to go into here. Oh, do I want a bottle emptier? I probably want a bottle emptier as well, don't I? Maybe that could go in here. A bottle filler. And then we could use gunk to make gear balm. To start. We don't have any oil at the moment, do we? We do have biodiesel, but I'm not sure what to use biodiesel for lubrication until we do the Dartles and Rhexes. So let's set up an apothecary for now. And then later on we'll set up a lubrication station. I think that's actually why the steam eventually cools, is the gaps. Yeah. The buff they get lasts a while, so it takes a bit before they come back to get it again. Yeah, but I think they do it at least once a cycle. I've tested this. They come back even if they still have the buff, and it refreshes the buff. I'm gonna have to start healing some people, though. Nicola. Hold on. Nicola, get in there. Everyone's scolding. Well, we knew this was gonna happen. Oh, that's right. We can't build this segment. I think I could build a bridge here. So long as the bridge starts an insulated pipe, I don't think it's going to lead to any heat transfer. Right, Freya and Max. Yeah, that's good. And then I think we may as well heal the rest. I don't think we've got a huge amount going on at the moment. Yeah, we can get in there. Do I want to put some lights in here? Possibly. I'm sure they really appreciate me just dripping molten glass on their heads. Right, I don't know, something along these lines. Healing power molten glass. They don't heal faster. The doctor does the doctoring errand faster. And the light. That's the aim, because we never normally have that many doctors. It doesn't have to be exact, this'll do. Yeah, that can go there. Great, thanks, game. Oh, you guys might be interested. I actually submitted a crash report on GitHub for sandbox tools. So hopefully they will do it. There's not a being healed errand? No, I don't think so. I'm just gonna put a mesh tile here. Then we can do whatever we want with this ceiling. I think I'm just gonna keep these here now. I'm gonna drywall this. What am I gonna drywall this with? X stripe, maybe? I don't know, we haven't done mush bars this time. That's what we know. Oh no, that's for the mush bar print. Yeah, let's do the X stripe. You'll be coming in here to do the plants. Not that we're gonna do this for reed fiber forever, but like, we will for a while. There's a treatment errand, there's the bed rest status, but it's just a fixed amount of healing per cycle. Doctors will come and stand and shove a thermometer. Yes, that's what I'm talking about. That's my aim. Let's have a look at the plant temperature. I've got to make sure that we... Okay, yeah. So look, the vines, in this case, we've actually cooled them down too much. I think it's specifically those ones. So, for now, I think I actually need to stop dumping more coolant into here. I believe this should actually be set to 39 degrees C. Perhaps we've over-egged this. That water's very cold, and it's going to keep cooling stuff for a while. Is there anywhere else I want to dump coolant? Okay, you know what? We have the coolant pipe now. Let's actually put some coolant here on the smokers. And then what I'll do is I'll actually put in some cobalt radiant pipe. Probably just one blob at either end. Yeah, let's do that. And then hook this up. We'll have to fill this with more polluted water. Let's start actively cooling all of our heat generators. Because people are just getting toasty. That is an issue. In fact, I'm going to do the same up here. You know, just to add to the spaghetti. Cut this, and then bridges. That will do. Some tangled spaghetti. Oh, I know. Multi-stage cooling device. Yes. There's probably a way to do it in a bit more of an organized fashion. I think the radiant pipe will do. What else do we want to make sure is cooled? The sieve? I don't know. This stuff's all hot, but this is all supposed to be hot. Again, we probably could do with cooling these. To be honest, they're kind of getting cooled by the phyto oil. I don't think there's a huge need for that yet. I could put some cooling over here. These are heat generators. The only thing is, it's going to be very annoying to actually put the pipe in. It's not going to be that annoying. We just do it like this. And then this one can come over here. Hold on. Okay, this one is going to be a bit more annoying. I think I'm gonna bridge these ones instead. Yeah, run it there, and then that one could be a bridge. The tubes are bored anyways, this is fine. And then this one can come down here. And then probably make that one... Oh, right, these are peak generators. Do I want to bother actively cooling peak generators? I don't know, maybe. We'll do it. These are in the plant area, so I feel like it makes sense. And then I'm going to get you to keep dumping polluted water in here again. Get that loop filled up. That loop should prioritize recirculating when it's actually finished. Remove this pipe. You did a multi-stage cooling thing when I played the Frosty Planet Pack. I used a relatively small amount of nectar to cool a heat exchanger, then had the separate loop to pull the chiller to the rest of the base. It was wildly over-engineered and caused more problems than it solved. Great. That's what I like to see. This pipe is going nowhere either. I guess remove it. Can you actually still get in here? I think you can. Okay, this tank is actually getting pretty close to being full. That is good. I'm gonna remove this and add another one here. So the plan... I mean, I think the plan was I was going to put more sea combs down here as well, but I need to think a bit more in depth about that. But the main plan is that we're going to just open this up with mesh tiles. Tried doing something like that with the ethanol heat exchanger thing from one of Arise's videos. It worked for a while, but it never got anything below 60. Yeah. Yeah, ethanol doesn't have a great heat capacity. Nectar is much better. Speaking of nectar, we do actually have a bonbon tree. Has that been making more nectar for us? Did we actually get the third light on? We did. And this isn't getting too cold because we've got the... it's not getting too hot because we've got the Weezeworts here as well. We got 100 kilograms of nectar. This is good. We'll need a little bit more than that. Should I just make these, like, glass tiles and then put in, like, another row? Or mesh tiles? I don't know. This is probably fine. I'm just going to leave it alone. What are you doing? Germs everywhere. We've definitely got some issue going on. People aren't using the sinks. We've got too many people running through here now. Yeah, people aren't using the sinks. Okay. Why? So we've been offered a Trivaldo now because we renamed a dupe. I think that's because we renamed a dupe. I mean, they're not bad. I'll take a Trivaldo. You can... yeah, okay, we've actually got 2 Trivaldos, so maybe that's not the case at all. That's weird. I don't care about the power to nectar rate. We renamed Bert, yeah. This... Okay, that's weird. I'm gonna make you another decorator, because frankly we don't have enough decorators. So... You know, we might need one. So you can have... Why does Kathleen have such high decorating? Oh, it's the balloon buddy thing, right? You can have decorating and then... Oh, that's right. Everyone's got these little buffs, haven't they? Okay, let's do that. And then schedule-wise, we need to start filling up the schedules again, so you can go on this one. That's weird. Perhaps the game determines how many organic dupes to give you based on the number of renamed dupes. The number of dupe names rather than the number of dupes. That's very weird, though, and probably shouldn't work like that. So we can make all the boosters here. You need to repair all the oxygen masks here. Yeah, seems like you've got plenty to do. Loop ain't looping. We need him to keep building stuff. How is space doing? Space is doing okay. Salt water is evaporating again. We're pumping the salt water up and we're dumping it in here. That's good. Okay. I don't think I'm going to bother putting a hydro sensor on this because we do just want all the water. I mean, it kind of looks like it's backing up anyways. No, let's put the hydro sensor on it. These use a lot of power. I guess priority 9 this. We have a lot of constructions now, right? Are there any we want doing faster than others? Probably these pipes. Probably this. So if we've done this correctly, the steam should be recirculated, but obviously we haven't pumped any in for a while. Let's test this. Let's test the steam recirculation. Food poisoning from eating a germ-covered tender brisket. Excuse me? Might take a while to actually fill these up. Right, you're building all those pipes. That's good. I think we can reach all of these pipes. I think a lot of these vines are going to stop growing in a minute. Because the cold water's just sat there now. The lums are going to generate a little bit of heat. This water sieve is constantly running. But I don't really want to pump any more water here. Do I care about the temperature of this water? Not overly. I don't think I want to hook up to the cooling loop. Damn, you idled out and exploded overnight. Oh no. That's no good. Got an unreachable toilet. Travaldo. What? There should be plenty of water getting to these. Is this a case where I'm just filling up a large pipe again? That's a carbon skimmer outflow pipe. So that shouldn't be backed up. Oh, it's because we're filling the bottle fillers with water. So we can do research. Is that a good idea? Time to add a heating loop to the base? Pog champ. Yeah, sure. I like it. How much bleach stone do we have? We have 4 tons of bleach stone. Okay, that's good. Let's put another brine ice temperature plate in here. We're going to have a real mix of liquids in here with the Paku, but I don't think that matters. Right, set you to above 50? No, let's set you to above 10. That seems like a decent compromise. Okay. While they're doing all of this, is it now time to think about the Dartles and Rhexes? So let's think about this. So the Rhex requires a temperature between minus 50 and 15. The Rhex eats Dartles. It eats critters. But we're going to do it with Dartles. The Dartles can be tame or elderly. And the Rhex takes up 16 cells. And each Rhex, if we feed them Dartles... So we want to feed them Dartles to get the most brine ice out. And we do actually want more brine ice because, to be frank, I want to pump all this water out and fill this with brine. Eventually. So if we feed it 800 calories per cycle of meat, it gives us 64 kilograms of brine ice per cycle. But if we feed it the Dartles... If we feed it the equivalent amount of Dartles, 1 unit per cycle, that's twice as much brine ice. So we want 1 Dartle per cycle to be eaten. That means we need 1... Okay. We'll figure this out. You've never done Rhexes and Dartles? Well, that's because of 2 reasons. The first reason is, it's bad. I mean, yeah, you get good throughput out when you get it done, but it's really complicated to set up. And Dreckers are just easier and give you similar throughput. And secondly, mixed critter ranches weren't a thing when the Prehistoric Planet Pack came out, because the Rhexes thought the Dartles were all the same size as the Rhex. But now it's different. So each Rhex eats 1 Dartle per cycle. If we look at the Dartles... Thanks very much for following Pandaroo. Enjoy your fishy and froggy emotes. Whiskers sends their regards. I'm so happy we got such good footage of Whiskers today, just incidentally. I'm really, really glad. So each Dartle. Let's have a look at these. Can we have a look at their reproduction time? I feel like we have to tame it to look at the reproduction time. I wish it would tell you the reproduction time on the wiki. I'm going to look this up quickly, sorry. I need to know this. I'd say the recent quality of life updates have made puff branching way simpler. How so? I'd be interested to think on that one. So they reproduce every 3 cycles. So that means we probably want 3 Dartles per... No, hold on. Yeah, we want 3 Dartles per... We want 3 breeder Dartles per Rhex. Minimum. We'll probably have 4 per Rhex in the end. And they're going to be constantly predating on the excess Dartles. So I think what this means is we're going to have 1 ranch for breeding Dartles, which has 24 Dartles in it. And then... Sorry, let me move the camera so you've got something to look at while I'm pontificating. Yeah, so we're going to have a breeder ranch of 24 Dartles. That's going to produce... at least 6, up to 8 Dartles per cycle, which are going to go into the Rhex ranches. So, at least 6. So that means we can have 1 full ranch of Rhexes, where we just keep dumping the Dartles in. It's not a mixed ranch, though. That's just us dumping the Dartles in there. I mean, I guess what it means is we could set up a critter condo and then have a Dartle in there, but... I thought the aim was going to be to have Dartles and Rhexes all in the same room. I just watched a lot of older videos and everyone always had these super complicated automated setups. When I did mine, it was just literally using putting 2 gritter drop-offs and only putting in 4-to-1 puff prints. I didn't have to automate anything other than egg pickup. Yeah, we did something similar. I think that's the approach that we did on our YouTube video. So we just had an array of drop-offs and pickups, and I think it's a little bit outdated now because they changed the building, but we built that same setup on recent runs and it's worked really well. Okay, let's think about this. So 24 breeders, and then we have an influx of 6 Dartles per cycle, and then 6 Rhexes. So we can have the breeders in the same room as the Rhexes. So it's probably going to be something along the lines of 5 Dartles per Rhex. 4 breeders and 1 to eat. Probably closer to 3 breeders. And that makes sense, because each Rhex takes up 16 tiles, and each Dartle takes up 4 tiles. So how about we have 3 Rhexes and 12 Dartles in the same ranch? And what will probably happen is we'll have 9 Dartles at any given time, with 3 fluctuating in and out. I think that makes sense. The change that made Puff Ranching good was quite a while ago? Yes, that's true. Yeah, I don't think the recent criticized stuff was changing, unless it's some kind of jumbo puff that I don't know about. Okay, let's set it up based on 3 Rhexes and 12 Dartles per ranch. That seems sensible. That's the logical answer, isn't it? So the Dartles need it to be at least 20, between minus 40 and 20. The Dartles eat the Dewdrips. We will need to have the Dewdrips in there. And each Dartle eats 1 Dewdrip per cycle. And each Dewdripper plant... We've done this before, definitely. Each Dewdripper plant produces 0.5 Dewdrips per cycle. So we need 18... No. We need 24 Dewdrip plants in the ranch. Oof. Well, we probably don't need 24. We probably actually need 18, because most of the Dartles aren't going to make it. Okay, so... That's interesting. Right, and then the plant needs to be at least 5 degrees C. So... We're going to have to actively cool that down. Maybe that's what we do. Maybe we just actively cool the Dartle setup down. You've had ranches before, but most of the think I could get in 96 tiles is 5 total. Yeah. The size change affected puff princes? What? Let me have a look. I've got to check this now. Right, so puffs require 16 cells. Puff princes require 16 cells. Squeaky puffs require 16 cells. Dense puffs require 16 cells. They all require the same space. Okay. Where am I going to put this? Should I start just putting it somewhere cold? That might help. I'm going to be honest, we've already decimated this radioactive biome. I think we're just going to stick it here. Let's see. What are you? Oh, you're the pump for the rocket? The good thing about the pump for the rocket is we can just vent the non-carbon dioxide gases and it's not an issue. So... Why would I be doing that? Because it's already cold? I'm still going to require active cooling. I'm going to need to keep it below at least 5 degrees C. So this does give us something to do with our cooling loop. The issue is the cooling loop is running over here. How are you doing? You are confused. You're probably also full now. So let's stop dumping polluted water in here for now. Let's get you extracting on here just a little bit. The videos are all older than the February 2024 quality of life update. Yes, that's true. I don't recall seeing any recent Puff videos. There's so many bridges on this loop, it's going to take ages for the water to actually move around the loop as well. So we need to stick it somewhere that's connected to our loop as well, to make it easier. Real talk, we could just put it here. I know I just built all of... right next to the active volcano. Yeah, great idea, Matt. That might be annoying. We do want to put it at the front of the loop, though. I think it is actually, you know, I think it's actually going to make sense to do this. Let's remove this kiln, and then we'll put in, like, oh, can we make an insulated door? We can make an insulated door. We need reed fiber, but we have reed fiber. We have reed fiber, we're just spending it all on suits. Right, Mima and then Neo can have this one. Okay, I think the plan is we're going to put it here. And that means I'm going to have to shift some of this stuff. We're going to have to dig up some more igneous rock as well. I've used up way too much. So, let's do it like this. How many tiles is that? It needs to be 96. Ah! Okay, look, we can get this to work. I'm just going to have to move this vent. Which we probably wanted to do anyways. Because we don't want to dump liquid glass right next to this. Okay, so do that. And then what we'll do is we'll put the insulated door here. I think so long as we're actively cooling it, we don't need it to be a completely rigid seal. Off. The only thing is... Oh, we're going to have farm tiles up here. Okay, well, I think we can get this to work still. Let's think about it. I might have to move this up one level. I think the showers can stay. I guess the size change affected all puffs equally. Couldn't we get full 8 in the ranch before? That sounds about right. I don't think I ever did puffs when they were 8 per ranch, but I think that did used to be... I feel like that used to be a thing. But yes, the puffs ate so much that it was difficult to get a full ranch of puffs together. Okay, so... I think what we need to do... Am I just going to have 24 dewdrips in here and then we have some excess dewdrips? Let's think about it, because... Each dartle... So each dartle produces 10 kilograms per cycle of bleach stone and 10 kilograms per cycle of chlorine. Each dewdripper requires 10 kilograms per cycle of brine ice. So we get bleach stone and chlorine from the dartles, but that's not used in this process at all. Each Rhex, when fed the dartles, satisfies 12.8 dewdrips, which is enough for 6.4 dartles. So we should have some excess of all of these things coming out, but the room is going to fill up with chlorine. That's true. Dartle ranches I've seen all incorporated excess megaphons to eat the excess chlorine. So one thing I would say about that is, if we do that, then megaphons stop consuming at around 500 grams of pressure. So there will be some chlorine in the room no matter what. Now, if we have salt vines, each salt vine consumes 6 grams per second. And each dartle produces... This sublimates at 50% efficiency. But we're not going to let it sublimate. How are we going to do this? Okay, I know what we're going to do. What plants... Okay, what atmosphere does the dewdrip require? The dewdrip requires any atmosphere. So I think what we do for this... This is going to be annoying. I'm just going to shift this. I'm going to make it a weight plate. Yeah, I'm gonna make it a weight plate. We're gonna put the door here and have the bottom be insulated tile, and then what we'll do. I'm also gonna tell you to stop making snazzy suits for now, just so we can get to reed fiber again. And air pressure under 2 kilograms. The dash assault vines require 25 grams minimum. And then megafrons require 500 grams minimum. But, so do Dartles only off-gas if the pressure is under 2 kilograms? Is that what you're saying, FD dot? Because what I'm thinking we do is, we have the top be full of hydrogen. No, the top be oxygen. And then the bottom be chlorine. And we let the chlorine sit in here. But then what actually eats the chlorine? It would have to be a megafron, wouldn't it? And each megafron eats 90 kilograms per cycle, right? 90 grams per second. So that should be enough for all the Dartles. The dew drippers need to be under 2 kilograms pressure. What? Where? Oh, here. Yeah, I see that. That's interesting. The current pressure is too high. Hello, Neo. Hope you're doing well. Something's happened. Something is updated on Twitch and it's not telling me. How dare you. Your notes from 2 years ago had 6 puffs per ranch, yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's 8 puffs per ranch sounds like something that could possibly be right. But yeah. I think that probably was just you resubbing, wasn't it, Neo? It's taken a while to update. I don't know why. Twitch is failing me. If that was you, thank you very much for the resub, Neo. Right, okay, so... I think what we should do is we should have oxygen up here. This is currently the right level of oxygen. Chlorine down here. And then a megafront somewhere. Let's make an insulated door, because we haven't done that yet. Sounds fun. If it helps when I play with Dartles, I went with 30 dew drips, 15 breeder Dartles, 5 Rhexes, and 5 megafrons. 5 megafrons! Seems... that seems excessive. Those insulated doors are crazy slow. Really? Okay, well I want to see them anyways. We haven't built one yet. This is part of the testing we're doing on this run. We'll just make sure there's plenty of mechatronics in here. Right. So... we need 18 dew drippers at least. We have an exuberant... oh, that's right. We have an exuberant dew dripper. I think we determined that was overkill, though, didn't we? Maybe we fiddle around with it later, but I just want to get the actual design working first. So we need a grooming station, obviously. We need a shearing station. We probably need a critter drop-off as well. Possibly more than one critter drop-off. So that's 18 dew drippers. And then we need this to be insulated. So that needs to go like that. I think these need to be insulated tiles after all. Sorry, guys. Oh, I need to put that sieve back pronto. It needs to go here. That could go there, that could go there. Remove these. And that needs to be priority 9. They're so slow that they're useless? Really? Well, we gotta see. How slow? It looks quirky. They feel worse than manual airlocks. Yeah, maybe. I mean, the good news is we can have all the auto sweepers on the bottom, right? Maybe? Maybe not. I think we can. I think we need to have one over here. I think we're gonna have to come up with a slightly different design for this, but we'll give it a try anyways. So this could go there, and then I think it's gonna have to be non-overlapping sweepers to get the coverage. Unless I shift this one, I could shift that one over here. That needs to go here, yeah. And then the loader can come down here. And then the other loader can go in the corner, I guess.
Thanks for the follow.
Thank you very much for the follow, Lightning Marqueen. Hope you're doing well. Stretch! Yes. Good idea. Hope you're doing well. Very good idea. My back is so knotted recently. Right, let's go put this in here. This is definitely not going to be a refined design, it's just going to be a design. This could go up here, I guess. That needs to be priority 9. Do that, and then do this one as well. You're soon going to sauna, just go back and bike ride. Nice! So you gotta go to a 575 degree C steam sauna. Smoking it to veggie poppers does double the calories. Yeah. Oh my god, you guys have been having like a whole conversation without me. Oh, hello, Coda Wooda. You have 103,000 calories, was told how to use a smoker. Ah, okay, fair enough. I'm glad you guys have been resolving that. I think having an insulated door for a ranch makes sense. I think that's fine. Your sauna is just ATC, fair. the only official temperature. Oh look, Marie has is Marie trapped or just having fun? I think possibly just having fun. Yeah, Marie is not trapped. They're just a derp. Fun. Just gonna put a door here, whatever. Should that be an insulated tile as well? I don't know, I might just put an airflow tile and an insulated tile here just so it doesn't look silly. What did I want here? The apothecary and the... Eventually a lubrication station could go in here. I want a lamp for this as well, won't I? Not that we've currently got any Bionic Dupes, but I don't want to... Well, to be honest, we don't have to have Bionic Dupes on this run, because we will test them thoroughly in the next... in Sargassel Burst. So maybe I don't worry about that. Bottle filler, that's what I wanted. I can go there. Put that there. How is the loop circulator going? Oh, Jesus. I probably removed too much polluted water from this loop now. Oh, whatever. We're gonna have to fill it again anyways. It's fine. I don't care. The steam is not recirculating. Because of this bridge here. I think this is gonna have to... let's rejig this a little. Something like that. Will that work? Maybe someone will use this. Have I tried metering it? Oh, that could be a way of doing it, I guess. I've got to admit, I don't overly care about what's going on over here. Yeah, I like Bionic Duplicants. You did only Bionic Max difficulty. Robotics is good, but they're missing stuff for what normal dupes have, like morale boosters as foods. Yes, but now that there's, now that they get the bonuses from eating power banks at the Great Hall, I think that helps a lot too. This shouldn't be going here, should it? That should be going there, then this should be a radiant pipe. Hold on. About to make something completely incomprehensible. Bring that down here. Bionic dupes are great specialists, while regular dupes are better generalists. Yes, exactly. And also, the Atmosuit trick is a thing that happens. Plus 8 for barbecue is totally different. Yes, that is true. Perhaps power banks should have a separate morale bonus. But the reality is, Bionic dupes don't need a lot of morale. Yeah, you're right, Pithica. Even with the new skills, they really don't need a lot of morale. Okay, I'm gonna drywall this as well. What are we gonna put in here? Oh, it's pretty obvious, isn't it? We're gonna have the Pixel Dartle. There you go. We do have enough granite for all of this. That's good. Great Delupa's curse is clearly possessed in need of an exorcism. Yeah. Yeah, it kind of is. Can I party 9 this? Oh, right. You removed the... You removed the bridge. Okay, I didn't want you to do that. You know what? Actually, I'm being silly. Can't I just hook this up directly here? Have it recirculate, and then have it come down here? That seems fine, right? Yeah, let's just do that. And then it can at least go and have a look around all the different pipes. The only thing is now I need to change this again. So... probably something along these lines. Yeah. Okay. That should do it. Your current run, all of your current dupes are running at 60 to 80 morale, and my boots are 30-40, but they're all super happy and good all the time. That's good. My main colony is really easy to handle morale, but when traveling to space to colonize a new planet, it's hard to keep morale high enough. Yes. Okay. I think that'll do. Oh, and you can even actually fix everything from the vacuum. That's convenient. So if I set this to no access, you still stand in the vacuum? No, you can't. Okay. Never mind. So we've got a couple of issues with this. We need to control the number of Rhexes independently of the number of Dartles, and we can't currently do that. So we have 3 Rhexes in here max, and then 12 Dartles. So for us to actually have the critter drop-off work, we need 2 critter drop-offs. And that means we can't have the shearing station. Also, you need to build all these tiles. Wait. Before we do that... Oh, right. I think we just can't actually... I think we just shouldn't do that. Okay. I'll just let you build it from underneath. So the issue is, we have some spare tiles here that we aren't really doing anything with. But we need the Rhexes to be able to wander around and catch the Dartles wherever they are. Which is why I don't want to have like a bumpy bit here. Okay, I know what we could do. It's a little bit annoying, but it's a thing we could do. We could put 3 tiles here, and then I can actually take 3 tiles out of this. It's not perfect, but... Oh, then the issue is we don't actually have the overlap on that anymore. But I can move this. That's not an issue. Okay. Right, do I really want to put this all the way over there? I don't. So we're going to put a farm tile here. We're going to put the last dewdripper here. Oh, but that means the last dewdripper has to be down there on the corner. Shipping overlaps, yeah. Let's do something like this, then. I bet you entomb yourself in here. Shipping overlaps, you can scoot over. Yeah. So, that one needs to scoot. That one needs to scoot. And then that means... Yeah, we can shift this over as well. Yeah. We'll come up with a better design for this long term, but this will do for now, I imagine. And then that means this gets removed. And then we put another drop-off here. Whoops. Remove that. That goes back here. This goes here. That can move. This is going to be a dew dripper. So ugly. I can go there, and then that can go there. No, it has to overlap with this one. Let's just put that there. I don't think it actually specifically matters where we put the loaders here. Just put it here. And I'll just rotate that one. What we got? Yeah, now we're not getting off in regular dupes again. Nickel? I'll take nickel. I must admit, I don't think I had morale issues before the Great Hall change. I haven't had them since. Right, you're going to be set to Dartles. You'll be set to 12. So, the other issue is we can't get rid of the chlorine from down here. And that means that the dupes aren't going to be able to breathe when they're doing these errands. I think I broke the cooling loop. It's working at the moment. I haven't actually built the cooling loop yet. Where's this brine coming from? Wait. No, there's no brine in the pipe. This isn't a lot of brine. I think there may have just been some brine on the floor that we displaced. I'm gonna sweep all this up though. Yeah, there's no brine in those pipes. I'm still filling up these bottle emptiers. But I am kind of intending to do that just so we have some water for research, but we don't need it at the moment. But you're fine now. Stop doing that. Okay, so you need to be set to eggs. And then maybe bleach stone as well, but maybe just leave the bleach stone here for now. The issue is, if we have just oxygen in here for now, that's going to get breathed when they're coming through the door. I think perhaps we actually put a gas vent here. And then we put some oxygen in here. That's a little cursed, but that's fine. Wait, why am I removing this? Yeah, put a vent in here, put some oxygen in here. And we'll let that flood in straight from the... Oh my god. Pipe Armageddon. Right, hold on. Pipe Mageddon. Right, that could go there, and then this is just going to come down here. There you go. And then we'll fill this up with a decent amount of oxygen, so that when we open this door, it flows out rather than in. And then the chlorine should stay down here at the bottom, and then we can actually store bleach stone in here. That's the idea, I think. Right, can I just actually get this all done, please? How are the vines doing? Are the vines at the right temperature again? They are. I'm glad we cooled them down a little bit, though. Okay, this is all empty. That's good. I think having it just on one continuous loop like this is probably for the best. There isn't enough heat in here for it to be really worth doing at the moment, so I'm going to keep it at that level, I think. Oh. Oh, whoops. Just say 140. We don't want any colder than 140 in here, because then it's just gonna condense the uranium. Right, that one can... that one can go here. Yeah. I'll flip this one around then, so it matches. And then... So we're going to end up with... We aren't going to end up with excess Dartles. But we are going to end up with excess Rhexes. So where am I going to dump the excess Rhexes? Maybe just dump them in the Bionic duplicate room. I might just do that for now. And we'll figure out the rest later. You know what? Yeah, just do that for now. So that goes here. And then we'll just fill this room up with Rhexes for now, and I'm just going to put a friggin' critter pickup in here. Oh, you know what? Actually, we probably can get rid of this eventually once we drop the Dartles in here, because the Dartles should end up sustaining themselves. But I think it's probably a good idea for now to keep it in here, just to hedge our bets a little bit. Okay. Hello, Danathor. We're doing well. I'm going to try and set up a combined Dartle-Rhex branch because I'm a moron. No. Because I want to try it now that it actually makes sense to do. And then we can compare it to what we did in the previous setup. We've got some kind of janky door setup here, but, I mean, Marie seems fine with it. Don't you guys need a bit of healing? Gossman can get healed. You still need to build exactly one tile. That's fine. Yeah, this door is pretty slow, but that won't be relevant once we actually start building stuff in here. Oh, we need the cooling pipe. Yeah, we need the cooling pipe. Lol. Okay, so generally speaking... Oh my god, what is going on with this? Okay, so... That's going up, that's going down, that's going up. Right. You need to build those, and then we need to send the loop through here. And then we need to send it back as well. Which we could do, but we'll have to do it up here. So let's see. This is going to go along here. I think if we're actively cooling this room to quite a cold temperature... Oh, we need more igneous rock. Right. Raw minerals. Need igneous rock. Yeah. Some igneous rock. I don't think I need this. What's even in here? Figs. Yeah, we don't need this. So, remove all of this. Let's keep looking for more rock. Here's some. There's some. It's an entire restaurant of spaghetti. Yeah, yeah. It really, really is. I'm not proud of it, but it's what we've got. That's some igneous rock as well. It's pretty easy to grab. Yeah, grab that. I'm a little concerned about this. The serving for days, yeah. Yep. Okay. This pipe should be a bridge anyways. So let's do that. I think for now I'm going to make it a regular pipe and we'll make it igneous later. So the main thing is, we just need to keep the plants cold. So I'm going to send it around this way. Then... let's do this. Then that's going to go back around here, and then we'll just divert it up that way. Okay, and then what I'll do is I'll cut this off, and then we'll deconstruct this. As we could do with an extra pipe here. Okay, and then... Do I just want this whole bit to be radiant pipe? Maybe? Maybe just, like, every other segment? Yeah, sure. We need some ladders. What? Where? Can't reach ceiling pipes? Oh, right. Can't reach these ones, yeah. Okay. We can... Well, the good thing is, as well, I can actually keep the ladder. So that's good. We already had that one there, so we don't need to put another ladder in. But I will put one in, because that way I'll remember we need to maintain it. Sure. Seems good. You can make gear balm once we get some gunk. I guess we can start putting in the Bionic Dupes. What we got? The high-vis skivvies. Wow. Okay. That's certainly something. Overload damage on the wire, yeah. is indeed a thing. Right, I'm going to tell you to dump polluted water in here again. And then, I think what that means is, if we're going to make this -5 after all, or colder, then I'm going to remove all those radiant segments from here. Those are some visible shorts, yes. How are Drecos doing? Drecos doing fine. We just got some Drecos through the print Deceptor, but I'm not planning on focusing on them. Oh, right. Hold on. I moved the Drecos up here. Was there a reason for this? I think I was just lazy. How many do we have in here? We have 4. Okay. If I was doing this run forever, I would come up with a better solution than this, but I'm not, so we won't. Right, speedy up. And then, what is left? Well, we can just move the guys in here, right? Oh, we need a... I mean, we still need to cool it down, because at the moment they're not going to be comfortable. And what this means as well, I think... Let's set this to -5. Get this running again. You guys are using the sauna, that's good. Okay, the steam is recirculating in this bit. That's good. Okay. I think we will end up dumping a little bit of heat in this area, but I think that should be fine. Okay. So we should start sending some actively cooled water through here in a minute. Well, it might take a minute for us to actually cool this. And then I will want to insulate this, which we can do now. Okay. And then we'll keep filling it up for a little bit, and then we'll remove some more pipe segments, and then that should do. We're letting more air in here, so that's good. We have a little bit of carbon dioxide in here. Is that a problem? Not necessarily. Oh, if we have ladders in here... If I actually put ladders in here, this means the dupes can come up here and breathe the oxygen, which means we should end up with a CO2 layer. But we're going to end up with chlorine in here anyways. So do we want that? Probably not, right? You can grow dewdrops in CO2. That's true. I think I do still want the Dartles to produce chlorine, though. Well, I guess I don't. Because, like, we have chlorine production already. But they probably will just do chlorine. I imagine we'll just have a layer of CO2 down here, a layer of chlorine, and then oxygen up here. That's kind of what I'm hoping for. But we'll see what actually ends up happening. So, edibles... In fact, I think I just want everything shoving out of here, don't I? The other thing is, we're going to end up with a lot of brine ice in here, so we need to make sure the brine ice stays cold. So probably everything except liquefiables. Yeah. And that needs to go on a rail. Oh, how's space doing? You're done. Okay. Cargo bay is full. We still have some data left. Right, so you need to return home. Well, that was quick. Yes, please don't eat all of the pemmican. We do actually need to make some space food at some point. And then we can just empty storage. I don't know why I built this when there's just an empty storage thing. It's so that you can do it automatically, but we don't really need to worry about that. Right. So now we have loads of gold, loads of iridium. I was going to do gold here because I know for a fact that we're going to have dupes running through this area. Yeah. And I'm going to replace this plastic as well. Oh, you know what? Just do this. It's fine. Yeah, it's quite a slow door. I need to sweep the debris off this tile as well so that this actually works. And then let's party line this. And then... Oh, what's going on with the loop? Loop is full. Yeah, okay, that makes sense. I did tell you to fill it after all. Right, so we need the plumber to come back. And I should probably actually watch it this time. And then what I'm probably going to have to do is I'm probably going to have to insulate some of the pipe here. Because I want it to generally be cool, but only by a little. I feel like if we have... I feel like we've already learned if we have minus 10 degrees water in here, it's going to be too cold. Oh, you got too many guys in here now. Do we need to increase this to 40 then? Okay. Eat you. I think the rest of these are fine. Got all regular Blums in here. That's kind of funny. Okay. I want to make sure that we have the loop running. But I also want to make sure that it's not overly empty. So I think we just need to see it continuously run here. Let's do that. Why are you alternating? Oh, because it's 50-50 in here. I don't think that matters. There's so many bridges on this loop now. This is going to take a while just to recirculate. This tank is still filling up. That's going to take a little while, though. Oh, look at this really awkward column of salt water we have in here. That's funny. You look like you're almost ready. Liquids seem to be more stacky on this update. Possibly. Yeah, we get to watch paint dry for a little bit. The only problem with doing the bypass this way is that we do have to kind of do this. But we'll know when it's done when we get some empty packets coming out of here. You notice they disappear easier instead. Okay, we've got an empty packet there, that'll do. Yeah. I don't mind having a couple of empty packets. Right, so this should start cooling down. We need this to get to 5 degrees C. which it should do. So, for reference, it's heating up in here by about 1 degree when it comes out of here. Maybe I do just make this all radiant pipe. Although, if we look here... I don't know, let's just leave it like that for now. Okay, how are people doing? We don't have any idols. Oh! Should we see what an iridium tile looks like? Is that in the True Tiles mod? Are we gonna do this just to flex? I feel like we're gonna do this just to flex. Okay, let's do it. The Great Hall. Yeah, get all the debris out of here as well, and then that should work. Yeah, you're filling up with oxygen, that's good. There's plenty of gas pressure in here now. Oh! There's too much gas pressure. Yeah, this is what you were saying. We need a sensor in here to turn off the vent. Well, that's just rude. Maybe I'm just going to put it here. No, that's not a good place for it, though. Oh, that's so annoying. Okay, I think what we have to do is I have to insert the oxygen at the bottom and put the sensor at the top. That's fine. That means that this gas pipe is going to have to go here. And, I mean, if someone comes in here, the pressure will drop anyways, so that's a self-solving problem for now. But, yeah. So that needs to go here. And are we going to end up with too much CO2 in here? Maybe eventually. We need a gas pressure sensor. An atmo sensor. That's what they call them. And then you need to wrangle Rhexes. But you only need to wrangle Rhexes if the critter sensor goes off. Oh, that's a good point. How are we going to know we only have 3 Rhexes in here? Because the thing is, if the Rhex count drops, the Dartle count will increase. I think we probably, for now, are just going to have people tie up Rhexes. It's not ideal, but that's what we'll do. This ultimately screams out to be something like, can we do a mixed dropper? I think we can, because the Rhex is a 2x2 critter, so we can get it to jump through the liquids in a similar way to the Dartles. I think that's what you're going to want to do for this again. The issue is, in these ranches, the guys go through the doors. We won't have that issue with the Dartles, so we should be able to accurately put the right number of Rhexes in there. But I think we will. I think that is the aim, is to do something similar for that. You did a mixed dropper? Oh, you dropped Dartles in. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I think we can do a mixed dropper with Dartles on this side and Rhexes on this side with the liquid layer. Yeah. That sounds like a good plan. If we're doing that, we should probably actually produce that design in this run, especially because we don't have the sandbox tools mod working at the moment. If I don't do it in this run, I'm probably going to forget about it. Okay. I guess we're going to make a Dartle Rhex dropper as well. But where are we going to put that? And we have to actively chill that whole area. That's going to be kind of annoying. I mean, we can have one column through here, right? We can make it 24 wide. I think we can probably fit it in this zone. And I think that's actually what we're going to have to do, so... That's probably going to be the final main thing we do in this run. Because then we'll have pretty much all of the Prehistoric Planet guys on lock. Oh, wait. We were going to do the resin boiler as well, weren't we? We're not doing that at the moment. But we will want to do that eventually. I think I am going to go here as well. We're going to dig out some of this stuff. Oh, you guys love building... You guys love building ladders. There's some shale as well. I don't actually want to expose this. So do that. We're kind of exposed through here already, but it's still doing at the moment. Oh no, look at all the dead dartles. Oh right, the meat hasn't gone off. They've probably been dying in here for ages. That's fine. Got 140 kilograms of brine now, that's good. Yeah, so we'll get the prototype done today. And then we'll get the main dropper finished at a later stage. How are Jawbos doing? Jawbos seem to be doing fine. We have 8 Jawbo eggs here. We also have a couple of tropical pacu. Okay. We got a Harold. Sure. Dedicated pilot. We were looking for a dedicated pilot. I guess Steve is off piloting duty then. And Harold can have piloting duty. Oh god. Skill apocalypse. Let's get this done quickly. Because everyone does need skills. Well, not everyone. Sure, Mechatronics Travado. That'll do. Right, so Harold needs to go on this schedule. Oh. We need to balance the schedules. Ah, we'll do that at some point. Harold can have rocketry as the main. Yeah, keep printing more regular dupes. Okay, the room is cooling down. That's good. You're heating up. That's also good. Again, the more dupes we have, the more the saunas will get used. How many Drecos we got in here now? 7. You're crowded? Oh, right. The ranch isn't the same size as usual. Yeah, that makes sense. You can go back in here then. I'm really not going to do too much stuff with them, because that's not the focus of this run. So long as they're not dying, I'm fine. A Harold used to say, how about Quantum Zari the second? Yeah, okay. Let's see. Oh, there you go. He's at the top of the list. Wow. Quantum... No. Quantum Zari 2. There you go. We'll keep doing it. Are we going to name all the dupes Quantum Zari 1 through 45? Is that the plan? Pipe is very cold. Oh, the pipe is cold from when we had the really cold water in it from earlier, right? Okay. Can I just have a look at the water here? So that's 12.1. 22 by the time it gets here. Is that accurate? An accurate reflection of what's going on? I feel like it probably is. A lot of heat leak. We are actually going to be able to cool all this stuff down. Just the Harolds? Oh, okay, sure. That makes sense. I'm going to get an ulti boop. Probably. We'll get 6 Bionic Duplicates and just not have them go on downtime. What's going on here? Put those back. I mean, fix seem fine at the moment. Let's just leave it like that. Yeah, you're down to just body temperature now. So you need to send a green signal if below, say, 1800. I think that's sensible. Right. But again, if we look at the critters, so Rhexes are comfortable down to 15. Okay, let's get these guys out of here because they're uncomfortable anyways. So we can just wrangle, right? Just wrangle all of these. And again, we don't have to worry about the Dartles being eaten until they're tame. So let's get those guys. Get you. Are there any other that are in immediate access? Or did we kill them all? No. Okay, grab you guys. You guys are healthy, but that's fine. There's lots of you, actually. There's probably too many Dartles. Well, that will solve itself as well. We don't have any over here. We probably do want a third Rhex. Oh, you should probably come join us. We probably don't have a third Rhex. Unless we actually mine into an area for it. So... that's probably what we're going to do. How about we... well, we do want the iron, don't we? As well. Let's just dig in here and grab the iron. That will do. And yes, there's a load of chlorine, but the pressure should equalize at some point. Maybe we'll just steal this back up again once we've got the Rhex. I don't know, we've still got the salt vines, right? There's the salt vine. You're still doing stuff. What is the chlorine situation? Okay, there's a little bit of chlorine, but it's mostly fine. Why are you running around down here? Oh, because I told you to. Yeah, that makes sense. Rhex is in here. That's good. Rhex is warm. Dartle is running away. Dartle is running away very slowly. The Dartle is cold. You need cooling down. Oh, look, we're grooming... we're shearing the Rhex. Okay, sure. We're going to shear before we actually groom it. Poor guy. I mean, this won't be the thumbnail today. Oh, he's got a naked butt. Look at that. He's got a naked butt. And the Dartle is coming up to it. My eye's just hanging out. That's not where the tooth is. I appreciate the effort. Oh, the cute little Dartles. I'm going to actually put a brine ice temperature plate in here and have it melt just to cool these guys down a little bit. So put it one here and then one here. I'm gonna priority 9 those. This water is getting cooler, that's good. The steam is still heating up, that's also good. Very glad we have the vacuum here. Technically, Oh, this is a vacuum. Yeah. So the steam is only in these tiles. So that means, because it's all double-walled, it doesn't matter if these heat up. They shouldn't heat up anyways, but it doesn't matter if they do heat up because it's super hot gas, so it should be fine. Very weird just having a massive hot brick in the middle of our base, but it is what it is. They look so naked without their tail feathers. We now have feather fiber. Okay, so... let's go back to making snazzy suits and whatnot. We have 27 snazzy suits? Okay, just make these for now then. We have 29 snazzy suits. It's too many. I mean, yes, everyone should be snazzy, but, like, not that snazzy. Right, we need to grab the one remaining Rhexel. Rhexel? The hybrid critter. Also, all these Dartles are going to escape, aren't they? Let's actually put an insulated door over here, then. I think that makes sense. Grab more Wheezeworts and those sorts of things as well. I guess you're not going to stay cold forever. Actually, you probably will stay cold forever if we keep you insulated. There you go. Well, this is looking very dramatic, but I'm not sure this is very efficient yet. But the important thing is this will give us a breeder population of Rhexes and Dartles, and then we can get a dropper set up while we're playing around with all of these concepts. Wait, why do we have a big smile there? What's... what? Oh, right. Just a glitch. Okay, that's fine. Let's speed up a little bit. Are people idle? No, people aren't idle. That's good. How's the bathroom loop looking these days? Are we still using the bottle emptiers? We are. The fillers, we're still using them. We're using them for the water... We're using them for the water cooler, aren't we? I think we've got to do that because people are getting hot. Where else is the water going? People are definitely skipping the sinks. I don't know, maybe not too much. Maybe just a little. Okay, brine ice melted. That's not the ice we care about. That one should melt in a minute as well, right? Yeah. Okay. That's a fairly large amount of brine. That should help cool down the critters. Because you're currently too hot. We need to fix that if you're actually going to breed. That's why we're putting the brine in here for now. But it should cool down... Oh, wait. I missed a trick here. I mean, we're cooling down the air. The air is what's relevant for the drippers. Look at this. Yeah, so now the bottom of the thing is really cold. The top is a bit warmer, but eventually that should equalize. I guess this brine is going to warm up a little bit, and then it's going to help you out. It's funny, because these guys have such like a nonchalant expression as a neutral expression, and then they actually show their happiness when they're, like, emoting. And the constant tongue sticking out as well. They definitely give a different impression than what they look like. I guess they just have resting dartle face. I like the critters emote when they're happy now. It's good. Right, we're gonna get the Rhex. He's turned into an egg. Funniest thing I've ever seen. Hello, Nephilim. Hope you're doing well. Where is the Rhex? Did you drop the Rhex? Oh my god. Yeah, you did drop the You did drop the Rhex. That's funny. That's really funny. Right, I think now we have to do the thing. We're gonna have to get in the fish tank as well. Because this is enough liquid now. I think we should just pull the plug on this. Please don't seal the Rhex in the tile. Oh god. Okay, yeah. Yep, I thought that was gonna happen, but did nothing about it. Okay. Wow. Let's murder some more Pacu, I think. There's plenty of Pacu in here now. At least the Dartles aren't escaping. Okay, Rhex is there. That's good. Right, let's seal this. I think the issue with this is the fish tank is going to get... The fish tank is what needs to actually stay full. It needs to all stay connected. Am I happy to have the fish not be in liquid now? You love Flip Farters? That's great. Yeah, I love Flip Farters too. I think that was one of my best series. When we were just learning all the rocket mechanics and spaced out, and then we had all the flatulent dupes. I think that went really well. I've kind of been trying to capture the success of that ever since. I think we've partially done that. Right. I need to get in here and release the liquid from here, don't I? Or should I just get in here and do it? I think I'll just get in here and do it. I mean, what I will do... If I actually open this up, I could put a ladder in here. And then we don't have to get in the fish tank area. I'm kind of loath to do this already, but... I don't want to be filling this up forever. I want to make sure the Pacu can start breeding. This vent is going to have some issues. I could stick the vent here. That's not an... that is an issue, actually. Oh, is this chute hooked up to anything? No. Let's just put the vent... Let's just put a ladder there and put the vent here. Okay, so... Vent can go... here. Yeah, vent can go up here. Yeah, it was pretty challenging. Especially getting started off of just the steam vent. I'm really glad I had that intro in the video as well. Oh, I'm going to need an airflow tile this to let the air out. Okay, let's do that. I need to airflow this as well. That's probably fine, right? I can get in here. I'll ladder this. And then we'll airflow it. So... Okay, because this water is all connected, you're actually currently fine. Even with the lower water level. Well, at least it's not an emergency, but this is not really going to work very well yet. In fact, I need to put a door here. Because we're fertilizing these. Are we fertilizing these? We are fertilizing these. Okay. We need more Pacu in this tank. Which is why I'm adding all this water. Put this ladder here. Then put the door here. Okay, and then Priority 9 this. I guess you don't need to bother with that. Oh, the poor Pacu, they're all getting shoved in their house. Against their will. Shame. If we put the liquid vent here, then the main issue is the farm tile here. I suspect that will not remain a huge issue. Look, we've actually got a vacuum in here because these doors haven't opened. We just lowered the water level. That's kind of quirky. Maybe that will be okay then. Let's put the water pipe here. And this one's still working, so I'll keep that hooked up for now. And then what I'll do is I'll actually do that. So once this is full, it will go to the next one. That seems fine to me. Right. How are you doing? Okay, we actually have Dewdrippers in here now. That's good. We have a Rhex egg. You've already laid an egg? Really? That's funny. Your temperature is decreasing rapidly, so this is good. Everyone should be fine. We could do with more Dartles in here, actually. Did we wrangle all the Dartles? I don't think we did. Maybe we did. Well, maybe I'll grab these guys then. There's a couple of escapees. We only need 4. That's fine. Yeah, but I'm glad you like Flip Farters. We did make the recap video of Flip Farters as well. I like making the recap videos. The only thing is, they take too long to edit. It's something good to do if I'm sick and I don't have anything else to be productive on, because I don't feel like being productive on anything else. But other than that, my effort is going into other videos. And... oh, you need fertilization. Oh, right. The brine ice, yes. That's true. Well, the Rhexes should solve that eventually, but they just need to actually get tamed first. That should happen fairly soon. Should we go dig some brine ice in the meantime? Do we have any left? I'm suspecting not. We got ice, we got snow. Oh no, we do have some brine ice. It just needs to stay as brine ice. This guy's looking very relaxed. Just freeze some brine, 5-head. No, we need all the brine in here. Brian. It's me, Stewie Griffin. I need some brine ice. Whatever. Why have I insulated this bit? That was not a good plan. Okay, somehow we're still filling this with water. Oh, it's because the brine is overlapping with this. That's very funny. So we're actually tricking the vent. Is that going to cause problems? Oh, no. I don't know. Whatever. The important part is we can get in here. We can get in here with Atmo suits. I think what we want to do then as well... these are some ugly-ass mesh tiles. I want to make all of these mesh tiles. And we can do that now. Because we can get in here and access all of this. Now we can go down here. So go ahead and do that. We'll need more liquid to fill this up as well. But that's still the intent. Hello? Can someone get on this, please? How many Dartles we got in here now? Yeah, we've still got 8 out of 12 Dartles. Oh, where'd he go? He got eaten. He is tame. Well, that means you're going to make some brine ice, right? And then if we get brine ice, that'll just go and do drippers automatically, right? Okay. Well, what will actually happen is it will melt, because the brine is at the temperature of the Rhex. So this is the other issue we have. We need to lower the temperature of the Rhexes to the point where the brine ice doesn't melt. So, as a reminder, brine melts... ah, fuck. That's not good. Okay. So the brine will melt, or the brine will come out as a liquid unless it's below minus 22.5 degrees C. And if we set this freezer loop to minus 22.5 degrees C, it's going to be too cold for the polluted water. It's going to be too cold for the polluted water. So that means we can't feed these with brine ice from the Rhexes, which is bad. You're cramped. Why are you cramped? You require 16 tiles. Oh, eggs. Eggs, yep. Okay, so eggs need to go in here. Eggs are a non-standard. Oh, and we need it to be just... actually, we need it to not be Dartle eggs. Oh, no, we need... We need to get the dartle eggs out as well, because otherwise they're going to cramp the critters. So we actually need a dartle. We actually need a dartle pickup as well. Yeah, I think drop-offs. I think the dropper is definitely going to be the way to do this. Okay. So how are we going to get this cold enough then? We're just going to need a load of nectar for the loop, but that's not the intended solution. Maybe the intended solution is ethanol. Critter traps are good too. Yeah. The other problem is they actually need to breed. Oh, we were going to print a Bionic Dupe, right? Let's see. I think we want to make sure we have a few specific Bionic bugs. I don't think it's any of these. Because we're going to want excavation, we're going to want construction, we're going to want athletics. Let's print the Lum. There you go. You can go join the others, I guess. Right, so we need to actually cool this down. How did we do this before? I think we just literally used a coolant loop with oil. I mean, we could do that. We look at the dewdrop plants. These get too cold at minus 35 degrees C. There's not a lot of overlap. Let's leave it for now, because they're getting fertilized. I think we do have some brine ice on the map that we're just putting in here. Obviously, if we really need to, we can pump the brine out of here. And in actual fact, we do have plenty of room to put the pumps, so maybe we will just do this. Ultimately, the aim of this is definitely to keep it below minus 25, so that we have everything nice and solid. But that will be for the next setup, I think. So, 7 green seal above. I don't know. I'm going to set this quite high. Let's set this to like 200. Because I want to make sure that we actually have that sorted out. Oh my god. The Rhexes have eaten all the Dartles. Yeah, that was to be expected, wasn't it? Oh god. So... yeah, this wasn't a good plan, was it? Have we just fed every wild dartle on the map to them? No, we have one left. That was not a good plan. What is your plan for Rhex Dartles Ranch again? Well, the plan was we'd have the breeders and the Rhexes. We'd have the breeders for the Rhexes and the Dartles, both in the same room, and and then the Dartles would produce enough excess Dartles that the Rhexes wouldn't eat them all. But of course, that's not how it's going to work. The Rhexes can eat any tame Dartle. They will eat any tame Dartle. So they've converted all the Dartles we shoved in here into brine. Yeah, and then the dupes are just delivering solid brine ice from the rest of the map. It's not a good plan. Well... You'd have to get the Dartles fully running before the Rhexes start to have a chance of keeping up. Yes. And even then, I don't think it's a good solution. Yes, you're right. Eventually, the rate would work out, but you have to have the Dartles breeding first before you get the Rhexes in here. And now you're all sad and alone. Yeah, that's what you get, isn't it? Now you're going to be really hungry and... Oh, fuck. We've completely ruined this, haven't we? Because we had 3 Rhexes on the map. They're going to starve. And then we have the Dartles, which I've just decimated the population of. I mean, they breed quickly, and we do have some eggs. So it's not the end of the world. Can you print Dartle eggs? You can. It's expensive, but we can do it. But we don't need to do it. But yes, we did just decimate the entire Dartle population. For no reason. Also, what's going on with you? Atmosphere? What? What's going on with this? Okay, nothing's going on with it. Ugh. Right, well... We can't really reload this because we've been doing this for a while. Or can we reload it? I think we may need to reload this. I think that would be quicker than doing anything else. The main issue is we've tamed the Rhexes, so they're going to get hungry now. I mean, their calories go down fairly slowly. Maybe we can still do this, but the issue is... What about a 2-story ranch and drops Dartles? Yes. The long-term plan is definitely to do a dropper mechanism. I wanted to see what it was like doing it without a dropper mechanism first, and I'm learning that this is very annoying. I think what we're going to do, we'll move the Rhexes out, we'll put the Dartles back. There are still a couple of Dartles running around. And we'll just move the Rhexes up here for now, and we'll get the Dartles breeding in here, and then we'll add them again. We actually have the Rhex egg in here as well. Okay. I don't think this is an emergency, but we've definitely fucked this up. Oh, turn this off. Yeah, don't worry about this then. But that's fine. It would be super boring if everything was super easy in this game. At least the dewdrips are working now. Oh, we need to turn off harvest on these, don't we? Because all of these are going to get eaten by the guys. So turn off harvest. Yeah, you guys have badly behaved. You're overheating. That's fine. You can get removed. Oh, wait. Change you for... I don't know. Change you for granite, I guess. Add a dropper that fill the data ranch and output to a critter trap room for Rhex delivery. Mm-hmm. Yeah, if you guys have interesting designs, feel free to put them on Discord. I'm gonna come up with my own thing, but I think you guys have some good ideas. Right, let's put the Dartles back. Oh, the critter fort isn't working? Oh, that's no good. We need more water in here again. Well, I'll just keep filling you up for now. Where do I actually want this to go as well? I don't know. Is this even worth hooking up? The reality is it should probably... Okay, here's what we're going to do. This is a very temporary pipe. So I'm just going to do a couple of things like this. And we actually had 2 extra segments we need to fill up with the pipe, so that's good. That should work pretty well for the coolant pipe. Dump the excess brine in that room. This is quite possibly the most liquid spaghetti I've ever had in a game. Yeah, there we go. You think not? Okay, I do remember one map where we had a load of steam turbines that were way too close to the base, and that had a load of really bad spaghetti on it. Could be that run. Okay, we have a Dartle back in here. The Dartle at least will be well looked after. We can get the Dartles breeding in here again. But I am going to have to make sure we don't have the Dartle eggs exit at the moment. I mean, we definitely got rid of the Dartles, but we did at least turn them into brine, so that wasn't a complete waste of their lives, but it was a pretty bad waste. Yeah, when you're tame, you should breed every 3 cycles, so that should be good. Maybe worst case, we incubate some Dartles again. I'm going to keep you here in case we have another accident, because that was really bad. We do have more Dartles in here, though. That's good. Grab you, grab you. Let's put babies in here as well. Your body temperature is currently high. Well, you should wander in the brine. Your body temperature should decrease. So that should be okay. Ugh. I'm very frustrated by that. I mean, to be fair, we do have other stuff to do, but it's still frustrating. So what's the gas situation in here like? Got a tiny little bit of chlorine. Oh, the brine is actually displacing the carbon dioxide at the moment, so chlorine's ending up back over here, isn't it? Well, that's not the end of the world, because I could just put some dash of salt mines here. And that should solve that issue. Okay. Oh! We have 2 Rhexes here! We have 2 wild Rhexes here. Okay. That makes me feel better. Because that means we're not going to have to necessarily feed these guys. I mean, we'll probably feed them a little bit just to keep them alive. But, yeah. In fact, you know what? Maybe for now I'm going to move you up here. I'm going to move you up here. Okay. Well, I think the plan for the immediate future then will be, especially while we're just finishing off these projects. Okay, this one's actually full now. Okay, so that means this pipe needs to go here, and this needs to get disabled, and that needs to go in there. Oh, right. This salt water is never going to merge on, is it? Well... No, I guess it probably won't, will it? How about then we do something like this? Then we can get some triple merging going on. Sounds good to me. Build that. Oh, how are all the Primo Garbs looking? We got 25. Okay. We got 25 Primo Garbs now. This is good. This is enough Primo Garbs. This is way too many Primo Garbs. So you can go here, go here, go here. There we go. Okay. We're getting them all garbed up. You posted an idea on the Discord, so I can steal an idea or two from it later if you want. Thanks. I will have a look at that in a minute. Or at the end of the stream. Okay, so we made 12 too many Primo Garbs. That's fine. Keep making those. Don't keep making snazzy suits. Oh, we get to see everyone get dressed. We get to see everyone get dressed. Now, this is something you don't get to see very often. Little scarpered. Now, everyone in the colony is in either citrus spandex or pajamas. You'll have to see it. Oh, how I wish we had suppressed notifications. Suppressed notifications, my beloved. Right, temperature is this room now. Okay, so now the top is colder than the bottom, so let's just pump all the brine out of here. Because we need to dump it back in the other room, and I want the gases to behave. Let's make sure we're dumping the water in here, because I need these fish to keep breeding, to keep the Jawbos on board. You're crowded. You're crowded but cozy, so we actually have the max number of Jawbos in here. Okay, that's fine. It's interesting. Oh. Oh, the door's closed. Oh, okay, right. Let's sweep this up. Not that one. Let's sweep everything else up. Yeah, because we had a bit too much liquid in here. Because of the doors. Okay. Those Jawbos look crowded. I mean, they are definitely crowded. There are tails coming out of the granite. I'm not surprised at all. But they are crowded, but they're happy enough that they're still reproducing properly because of the fish house down here. And you are getting fed the Pacu fillet every now and then. So I'm hoping your starving tamer is resetting. I'm not really planning on getting any rust out of these guys at the moment. I'm just trying to keep them alive while we get our Pacu population up again. Because we got to get this done too. Yeah, let's build this. The issue is we only have one suit in here. So actually getting building errands done in here is quite annoying. Oh, those poor Dartles. Thankfully, they're so numerous, there's still quite a few of them rolling around from just like the eggs that weren't hatched. It's quite hard to completely wipe out Dartles in one go. Yeah, we should be able to repopulate, and we should actually be able to repopulate before these guys starve. But they're not going to be very happy. Oh, we need to make sure the dewdrips aren't getting put in here. Right, dewdrips do not go in these. And then I need to take all the dewdrips and relocate them in here. Yeah, please do. Pipe blocked. Excuse me? Oh, you still need to finish these pipes. Okay, I'm just going to yellow alert these now, because I don't think I'm going to get done otherwise. If you've got some extra lum meat, you can feed that to the Rhexes to keep them alive. I do. Well, I did. I do have a little. Did I eat tender briskets? Do you eat tender brisket, Mr. Rhex? No, they eat tough meat and they eat regular meat. You just set them to 9, shall I make them stand out? Yeah, but the guy coming in here isn't the builder. The guy coming in here is the farmer. So the guy with high priority on farming is going to come in and farm these sea combs that are keeping the Paku alive. They're all having a race. Yeah, so we need to actually yellow alert it, I think. I'm going to tell you to get rid of this vent, but that's not an urgent priority. We have 6.2 tons of brine ice, so I think we're in a fairly good situation. This looks so good with the gold. Oh, look, the iridium doesn't have a special texture from True Tiles. I mean, that's to be expected. Let's put it back. But it does have plus 18 decor, plus 20% from iridium. Yeah, that's not as good as the gold. Get rid of the iridium. Alright, we got 5 out of 12 in here now. That's good. Yeah, now eat the dewdrops. Then you're gonna start farting. Oh, we want some... We want at least, like 5 kilograms per tile of brine in here, don't we? No. Well... we need the chlorine to build up, don't we? Oh, whatever. Let's just leave them. Metal power banks. Did we print a Bionic Dupe? No. I want the rigid thinking ones, I think. I don't need them to load stuff up. I think I don't mind having rigid thinking on these guys. Right, let's print chip. And then let's make a default Bionic Dupe schedule. Oh, you've got a default Bionic schedule. Okay, that's fine. So, downtime, I'm just going to give you that. Let's see if that works. You're fond of Urbanite Boops? Yeah, I think they're my favorite ones. I think you need an add-on for True Tiles to have PPP textures. Oh, did they add a add-on to the mod? Wait, let me check. Sorry, I'm going to check this right now. Where do I get the True Tiles add-on? Oh, Tetsu Remu has done a material pack for the Prehistoric Planet Pack. This came out, oh, in November. Right. Hold on, right. Give me a sec. Sorry. So, I'm looking at this one. It's True Tiles Material Pack by Tetsu Remo. These are pretty good. I love the feather fiber. Is that like a feather fiber carpet tile or something? Yeah. This looks like the correct mod. I'm imagining Aki will update their mod eventually. As a skin selector. Asphalt now with extra bitumen. Okay. That looks like the right one. So I'm gonna just install this now, I think. Okay, hold on. Sorry, I don't mean to do this on stream. I didn't even realize this mod was a thing. We should have had this on for like over a month. So let's actually just save the game, install this and see what happens. Because we still have a load of slate tiles around as well, don't we? Right, go to desktop. We've subscribed to the mod. See how it goes. Oh, I'm showing you guys my Steam library now. Can you guess which games I've been playing recently? That's right, I've been playing Overwatch and Surviving Mars, and probably a fair bit of Super Auto Pets as well. Right, okay. It makes it look nicer with the wicker doors. I like what it does for shale. Yes. I think that's a good idea. Oh, good idea. Also, while we're here, let's actually have a look at Discord. Because there was a thing here. So this is Quantum Zari's Dartle Rhex setup. So we've got Rhexes in here. We have Dartles in here with all the dewdrops. Wow, that's a lot of bleach stone. What's my playtime on ONI? We'll have a look in a minute. So then we have... Oh, right, the eggs get dropped in here. The liquids push out the Dartles. The Dartles have their fun. And then the excess chlorine goes to the Megafrons. And then the Rhex eggs are in here. And then they get pushed out into this bit. Okay. Or no, those... Oh no, those are the Dartle eggs that get fed to these guys. I see. And then there's automation involved with that. And then the Rhexes get manually brought to the room. Okay. Then we've got the coolant pipe. Yep. Fairly standard. Conveyors for all the bleach stone and stuff, I suppose. Oh, for the brine ice. Yeah, that's for the brine ice. Okay. Balatro spotted. Yeah, I'm so looking forward to the update to Balatro. I can't wait. We will go right back to playing Balatro when the update comes out. Don't you worry. There's the automation. Good. Okay, yeah, that's cool. I like it. Right. Back to the game then. Mods. True Tiles material pack. No compatible mod found. What? Yeah, it's not that one. Oh no, how do I get this done? In the meantime, we have 3,154 hours in ONI. I happened upon your Steam profile yesterday when I noticed your comment on the tools mod. Yes. Fair enough. Right, I think I'm going to have to look at the actual mod page again. Okay. True Tiles. 15 times the hours in ONI that I do. Yeah, I guess. Right, are there instructions for how to use this? Subscribe to True Tiles first, place this mod after True Tiles in your load order, and restart the game manually. It only appears the first time you subscribe. It doesn't affect functionality, so there's no need to worry. LOL, okay. Alright. Spaghetti code, I like it. Okay. Right, let's just jump into the game then. See what happens. This will do. This will do for now. We're shifting around all the scenes today. In fact, actually, let's have a look at the fish too. I'm so happy we got that footage of Whiskers. I'm gonna use that footage for like lots of things. Yeah, there's the gold barb. Oh, I need to set the fish camera back to autofocus. I normally have it on autofocus so it could detect when the fish come by, but it doesn't work very well. So I'm kind of thinking of actually just setting it to fixed depth. But the thing is, it always resets back to autofocus every time I load the OBS. So I don't know. Right, okay, let's see. Has this worked? No. It's a lot of skill points. We've got a lot of janglies going on down here. Right, I think this means... I think this probably means I need to save and quit the desktop again. That's fine. Yeah, let's sort this out now. I actually want to... I think what we'll do is will finish up fairly soon, because the next thing I want to do in ONI is I want to actually build an amber boiler. I want to give that a go, especially now that we have the iridium. So that's what we'll do next time we stream. The next time we stream, so I'm going to be gone tomorrow. I should be back on the 1st of January. But I'm actually very close to having my presentation for the Frosty Planet Pack Critters video done. So I kind of want to focus on that a bit first. But now, when I get back on Thursday, I'll be in the doldrums. I start work again on January 5th. So I'm very keen to get the video finished first. Right, that did work. Good, okay. So, glass, prehistoric. Oh, okay, it's added the texture packs in here. Okay, that's good. Alright. This should actually work now. you have 3,000 hours as well? Nice. ONI is a very good game to have 3,000 hours on, because there is definitely enough stuff that's going to take you 3,000 hours to do it. Oh, Whiskers is back? Hold on, Whiskers is back. Fish alert! Fish alert! Now that's a weird view. Let's adjust this slightly. I've gotten really distracted, sorry. Look, you can get a view of the tail. You can get a view of the head. Yeah, look at this. We're totally disrupting Whiskers' private moment. Thankfully, she's not currently showing off her butthole. That would be very rude. Oh my god, yeah. So obviously I used to be a big fan of Smogon. I still am. I still check Smogon forums all the time, but I don't post on there anymore. But like, oh, there she is. There she goes. There she goes. Oh my god, is she gonna fart on stream? Is she gonna fart? Nah, I don't think so. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, fish. But yeah, no, I like Pokemon and I like Weatherloaches, and it never occurred to me until like a year ago that there was a Weatherloach Pokemon, and I didn't have that as my channel mascot. That just feels like a missed opportunity. Oh well. Right, we're in! It's worked! Okay. Alright, yeah, we got some shale tiles. They look pretty good. Ooh, I do like that. Yeah, that does look nice. Man, I should have had this mod on from the get-go, shouldn't I? I think you know what that means. I need to put the iridium tiles back and see what they look like. There you go. Anything else has changed? I don't think so. I don't think we built it out of anything else. Very snazzy. Yeah, we'll leave this mod on. Not that I imagine it's really going to change anything now at this point. Every time you try to think of the fish's name, you think of Barboach. True. What are you guys talking about? Oh, we never even set up a second phone, did we? Oh, we did. Here. Okay, that's fine. Ooh, that's shiny. Okay. Let's leave the iridium tiles here unless we need them for construction. Because we need to flex on the haters. That's so shiny. That's perhaps a little shiny. Oh well. Ooh. Sorry, I'm gonna keep nosing around. We're thoroughly derailed at this point, so I might as well lean into it. So what we got? We got the shale for the tiles. We got the iridium for the tiles. We got nickel tiles as well. That's true. That'll be these ones. Yeah, that's good. Okay. And then diamond has a completely redrawn texture. Oh, is this a diamond tile or something? Choo-choo, yeah. It's even got a meteor theme. Yes, that's true. And then the nickel has like a leaf theme. Resin and sap have different textures now. there. I don't think that'll be very relevant. Cool. Excellent. Good job. Good job, mod maker. I'm going to leave a comment here. Great. Okay. Are we done here? What are we doing here? I think we just need to finish this off. So we're putting the pipes back in here at the moment. It's triple merging all the liquids just fine. At this point, we're actually backed up on liquid. So perhaps I should actually put more than one vent in. The issue is I don't really have... I do have room for another vent. I do have room for another vent here. We could actually have 3 vents. Okay. That could work. So let's yellow alert all of this. Sorry, I'm just leaving my music on now. We're not leaving yet, but I am going to get this all built. Actually, we already had some liquids in here. Getting in here is going to be annoying, but you should be able to do it. I think it is just going to be a little bit of a case of waiting for the Dartles now. You're elderly? Oh, boo. Rubbish. You're not elderly. I'm not worried because I know we have a load of young ones in here. Oh, look, there's the nickel tiles. Ooh. Right. Sorry, Fish, you're going to continue to have yet even less space. But this does need to happen. And then just the vents. Yeah, go for it. I'm going to replace these just so they match. But that's why we have the mods, so we can tell what metal everything's made out of and replace things accordingly. It's very much the plan. Oh, that's so fancy. Purple is the color of kings. Oh, you're not automation connected? Why not? What was that supposed to connect to? The lamp. Wait. No. That was not supposed to be connected to anything anymore. Because we removed the lamp. That's a suppressed notification dealing. You can reach these, so please do reach these. We have a bit of idleness again. Let's do some research then. Let's do the soda fountain. The steam is now actually up to 440 degrees. Amazing. The heat deletion continues to work well. Really happy about this. I think there may be a little bit of heat leaking from the pipe, though. That looks like a That looks like a substantial amount of heat leaking from the steam pipe. With the steam being so hot. I guess we probably do need to make some ceramic then. Well, we're deleting most of the heat, aren't we? We just need people to actually use the saunas, but people should be using the saunas anyways. I mean, we've successfully cooled down all of this stuff. Oh, you're too cold. Yeah, great. Okay, so... the vines are actually now too cold. It's not good. Should I just make you insulated pipe now then? What a stupid plan this has been. Oh well. I mean, we'll have a little bit of the chill still enter the area through here, but it won't be a lot. But we can't have our lums starving, because they're literally like the whole lifeblood of the base. Oh, also, we printed a Bionic Dupe and we haven't given them any power bank charging infrastructure. I need to do that too. Yeah. I did actually forget that. Right, so... Power bank charger. We need 1 per 2 duplicants, don't we? So I'm going to put 2 here. Then maybe we'll just pick up 4. This needs to be on the conductive line. It's fine. Don't need the discharger. We do need to make the power banks. I need you to make some eco power banks. Let's make like 50 of them. That's fine. Poor Chip. He's doing his best. Right, we have a vent going here, so let's actually cut this off. And then this should flow a bit easier, right? And then just build this vent. Oh, right, we have a Bionic Dupe. So they're going to be stressing out about liquids. So I need to make sure that Bionic Dupes don't go in here. Because there's liquids in here, obviously. I also need to make sure they don't go in... probably these ones. Yeah, that's fine. And then I need to make sure you don't go in these ones. This one. Any other areas with random liquids I don't want people to go? I may need them to go out here occasionally, so probably not going to restrict that one. This one, this one I think. These ones. And then, is that good? Get these liquids out of here. Then... oh, this one as well. And then... well... I think this one's not really avoidable. It's mostly liquids on the floor that I'm concerned about. I think that'll do. Let's sweep this. Brine ice needed. Right, you're tame now, so we should actually get some eggs. It looks like little Albert is fiddling with the Rhex to get the power banks made. That's funny. Oh, circuit is overloaded. Oh, this one. Oh. Yeah, this shouldn't be on this wire, sorry. Stick this one here too. We have enough refined metal for this at least. Okay. We have a fair bit of stuff going in here. That's fine. But you can see this is cooled down right away, so the heat is getting deleted properly. Oh, these ones it also needs to be deleted on. And probably these ones too. I feel bad for Chip. I'm so glad we could set default Bionic duplicate permissions now, though. Right, and we do actually need to get these built. Otherwise, Chip is gonna run out of power. And that's not good. What's going on, Catalina? I feel like these yellow alerts have been around for ages. I guess let's keep giving people skill points. Oh, yeah, Chip. You get a skill point too, that's true. How about you have the new skills for now? Actually, I'm going to give you grinding gears penalty reduction for now. We'll get the new skills later. Oh, Chip should get like a Bionic Dupe hat. Yeah, here you go. Have fun. Actually, I kind of like Chip's hair. Don't bother with the hat. There you go. I don't really care what I'm giving people now. Everyone wants supplying, right? Liam gets mechatronics. That's kind of funny. Okie dokie. You get digging. Fighting for Nisbet. Science for Otto. Get building. Get a bunch of Quantum Zaris in a room. And what do you have? A bunch of Quantum Zaris. There you go. Okay, that's skills for now. Oh, look. Error tile detected. There we go. Good job. Are you actually building these now? Looks like it. That's good. We still have plenty of Paku... Well, we don't have plenty of Paku eggs at the moment. We have plenty of Paku we could release in an emergency. But this has been... This is going to have been down for a little while. That's why I'm really keen to put this extra vent in. Also, this isn't quite a full pipe with water. And that's why Harold is my favorite dupe. I love the description. True. Very true. Okay. So you need to get cut off here. So we have all the tiles in here now. That's good. I just need to build the vent. And we need to keep delivering brine ice to these. Oh. Did we actually pump all the brine already? It's kind of embarrassing. Well, there's a lot of salt water in here. How much is this? It's a lot. We'll get this filled up pretty soon. Also, this is hot salt water from the geyser. That's not good, is it? Perhaps this is a case where we need to dig up more ice tiles. Seems like it. Let's come in here, grab these. I'm going to start just laddering over these ones as well. Then let's continue. Because we need to get that tank filled up as soon as possible. That's kind of my main objective now. I don't really want to disturb the bees. You could do that. And then I think it's probably going to be a case of coming down here and grabbing as much of this as possible. I feel bad for the bees, but this has to happen. So you guys should be leaving all of your dartle eggs in here now, right? Yeah, you should be breeding. Yeah, there we go. I'm not going to bother incubating them. We will just sort of do stuff. Your stream is amusing if you zone out and ignore the context. Suddenly concerned about bees. Yeah, that's my mind on a daily basis. I'm just suddenly concerned about bees from a state of not being concerned. Right, that's a lot of ice. That should be enough to get this tank filled. And we frankly need to lower the temperature, which is why I'm actually doing this. So let's go ahead and just stick it here. Oh, wait. Actually, I've got a better plan. If we do it in here... If we do it in here, we don't have to run past the checkpoint. Or at least not as much. Seems like a good plan. Although maybe I'm going to get you to sweep these up. You thought we were doing Dartles? Yeah, it's weird coming in and out while I do my own game. We are, but we kind of killed all the Dartles. We fed them all to the Rhexes. We did have a couple left over, which we're repopulating with. I think this setup will work eventually once the Dartles get breeding. I don't think it's very good though. So what we'll do, yeah, we'll get the amber boiler set up, and then we'll come back once we've got a large population of Dartles, and then we'll actually do the dropper ranch, and that's going to go right here. Yeah. Yes, it turns out the Rhexes do not care about maintaining a certain population of Dartles on their own. That's fine. But let's get this finished now, because otherwise it's never going to happen, is it? This seems like a good plan. And we can keep an eye on our Bionic Dupe, make sure they're okay, and then just start printing more Bionic Dupes, I guess. Get some gunk made. We can stick them in the suits as well and just have them run around. Oh, we have empty eco power banks. That's true. We need to recharge them, which is, yeah, they'll go in here. That's fine. Yeah. Oh, let's actually just put auto sweepers on this, right? We know this stuff's going to go in here. So let's just do this. Oh, that's not a yellow alert, sorry. That could go on the regular wire, I think. Oh my god. Stop. There you go. These are melting, that's good. Man, it's gonna take a while to fill this room up with ice. I mean, we'll just do that, and that way they'll actually start building it all without needing to get in the suit. Wait, what's overheating? Oh! What? Stop eating Dartles! Oh no! Bad plan! Wee woo, wee woo. The power bank exploded. Great. Oh god. You son of a bitch. I didn't think we had a guy in here. Did you just, like, did you just poop for the heck of it? Yeah, you did eat, you did just eat a guy. How? Was there just one Dartle egg in here? So stupid. Oh, this is so hot as well. This is like an actual issue. Yeah, Chip's taking a load of damage. God damn it. It's all insulated as well. That's not gonna help things. Rhex is just out to sabotage everything today. Yeah. waders for Bionic Dupes. I can step in water puddles without needing suits. Nah, I don't know. It's kind of the charm, isn't it? Oh my god. Look at Chip. Poor Chip. Oh, good. He's getting some gunk extracted in front of the dinosaurs. That's a good solution. He's disrespecting the dinos. Oh my god. Well, you're certainly going to be getting hot now, aren't you? Oh, the Rhex is scalding. We need to relocate the Rhex immediately. God damn it. Chip, this is not a good plan. Sorry, you're going to get incapacitated. Enjoy your power bank. Bubbles has made a mess. Bubbles is making a mess in the fish tank. No! No! The germs! I think this is already germy water. I think this is fine. Although, that being said, we probably shouldn't be having the dupes submerge themselves in the germy water. It's not a very good plan, is it? Oh my god. Okay. Stupid steam. That's the rock crusher. I guess make power bank scraps into stuff. Is there an easy source of radiation to cleanse the pool? Maybe. I'm not sure I really care that much. Yeah, because look, the polluted water's hanging out here. We can't even sweep it. These waters drown. They do, yeah. How much water is in here now? A lot? Okay. Sweep this then. We have a little bit of ice left. Let's keep building that. No, I don't need a dirt temp shift plate in here. Okay. The water level is starting to increase. Some uranium ore, hydroponic farm tiles, or airlocks. That's true. Can we... Yeah, oh, yeah. Like hydroponic farm tiles, but just don't fill them with water. Okay. I think this will sort itself out fairly soon. I think I may actually just set these to priority 9. To make myself feel better. And then we need to fix all of this. The stupid Rhexes. They ruined everything. Well, they're still up here. That's fine. You're going to starve in like 6 cycles. Okay. Right, let's save it here. Cycle 249. Apparently fish feed is going to be made of uranium ore. Yeah. Okay. Thanks for hanging out today, everyone. It's been really fun. I would like to say we've been productive. We've kind of been productive. The water tank for the Pacu is nearly full, so we can start to increase the amount of Pacu in there once they can access the fish feeder again. And Dartles and Rhexes in a joint ranch is going to be a little bit harder than we thought. Thank you for sending your builds over to the Discord. I'm going to come up with my own dropper design based on what I normally do with the lums. I think it should be fine. But yeah, there's a YouTube channel where we upload all the VODs and our build guides and whatnot. Keep an eye on there because I'm planning on having a big video come out at the start of January. And if you aren't already following me on Twitch, feel free to follow me and you'll get notifications when I go live. Thank you for your subscription earlier, Neo. 100% of the revenue generated by the channel is invested back into the channel. I almost said ingested then. We are going to get a new computer at some point, a desktop, so that we can run the laptop on one computer and the game on the other computer. We're still saving up money for that. The problem is, I feel like at the moment, the rate at which I'm saving money is going to be less than the rate at which computers are going to get more expensive because of everything that's going on in the world. So when I get back, I'm probably just going to bite the bullet and buy the computer and figure that stuff out. But the thing is, I need to figure out where I'm going to put the tower, because my desk is kind of cramped now. I mean, the actual answer is I'm probably going to put it underneath my desk. But I've got a lot to think about with that. RAM prices are crazy, yeah. Right, let's go raid someone. I actually have 60 gigabytes of extra RAM, because I replaced the RAM at this computer with 32 gigabytes. So I do have some extra RAM, but that's not a problem. I just need a liquid cooler. That's what I need. And to be honest, actually, it's December right now. So I don't really need a liquid cooler right now. But like, yeah. I need it for the summer. DDR5? Oh, I don't know.
Welcome back.
No, not this one. Well, this is my videos in a nutshell, isn't it?
Welcome back to Slop Live. Today's...
Has anyone else been watching those videos? Right, raid. I don't really want to go raid Shen. Let's go raid, I'm gonna go raid Stingers actually, Stinger Playground. It's been a while. Jet suits for all, farters only. There we go. We were talking about this earlier. Right. Raid Stingers Playground. There we go. Yes, let's go. Let's go say hello, see what's up. Yes, take care, everyone. I'll be back later this week. Not sure exactly when, but have a good New Year's, because it won't be before then. Have a good New Year's. Bye for now.